Hello everybody, I'm a Simple Gamer and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Just letting the clock roll around because it's time for the continuation of the event. The Bloomflower Trials. Yep, trying to find medicine for, trying to make medicine for 6 Saurian by doing the 6 chief, clan, tribe kind of like competition. And also the Saurians are the ones like finding the other ingredient. I am a little bit sad though that I don't have to like do the event activities before doing the second act. But of course I am also relieved since I can keep my schedule up as it usually is, but it would have been a nice change of pace if the story demanded that I like do the activities to like collect the ocean zephyrs and also the sacred crystals, sacred flame crystals. Yeah, in order to continue with the story. But oh well, that's okay. Yeah. Second part is right here. Medicine born out of guilt. Gotta go talk to Kachina since at the end of last time we did like the first half of the exhibition match. And then I'm guessing this is gonna be the second half, and then we're gonna get the medicine for, the Saurians, which should be where we're going to now, since I do believe that is the location. I can never remember the Saurian's name though. It's like 2 syllables. Yeah, I gotta see it again. You know I did at the end last time too.
Oh, here you are, Kachina!
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Melray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask? Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kinda worried about you. Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower Trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is. Except for me. And that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
I'm sorry, but this is really cool character development for Kachina. Keeping it in a time-limited event kinda sucks, since future players who are not playing this now won't be able to experience this. I mean, I'm not expecting this to have like a far-reaching like conclusion, but just this question alone I think is worth considering for her. It's nice.
So that's what's been bothering you, huh? Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough. Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler. Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, "You're eating this tonight," kinda spoils the anticipation. That actually makes a lot of sense. Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Greasy Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you? When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind. A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower Trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
Act 2. Oh, that popped out. Well, that popped away a little bit faster than I thought. And since we did this in Act 1, I might as well do it here too. Especially since AO is also here. Oh, apparently Milray is awake. Not in a deep sleep. Maybe he's just like talking with his eyes closed, and then to like Kachina and the rest. Just sounds like a mumbling. But yeah, I'm probably never gonna remember Milray's and Nyan's names. Unfortunately. Yeah, I just don't see myself doing that. Okay, back to underground. Unless if that kind of looks like it's above ground. I can't tell what the map here. Let me try above ground first. Even though scrolls and Nightwind usually means underground, that cave. Okay, it's pointing downwards. So it is down here, just a little bit further away from it. Seems like in the corner. Oh, my man is here. I do wonder here if Byron will talk about the trials or not. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Wait, now it's pointing upwards. Oh my goodness. So it wasn't that far away. Okay, since it pointed downwards, I totally thought it was down underground, but nope. Did not have to go down there, I just gotta glide down a little bit. And I should be fine. Well, it's definitely not there, but... what the hell is it? In here? Nope, that is not an entrance. Well, this is a little bit awkward. Okay, it opens up. Here we are. Oh, this place.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time. Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower Trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower Trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower Trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Butota. And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
Will they ever go into that mystery though?
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Okay, the other ones probably aren't gonna be too exciting since we're gonna like know about the results anyways. Okay, so we are gonna go ask Nyan, so we're going back to where we came from. Cool. Okay. Let me see. Can I read any of the scrolls here? Probably not. I don't see them. Okay. So now I can go over. You know, I was just there, but okay. I have no idea which Kyuzu sword it's going to be. I am a little bit surprised that we haven't seen Aoife again. Mr. New Character. Maybe soon. Okay. I have way too many indwelling stuff here. Just runs up and then asks. Nice. Make friends? Sure. Yeah, that's right. Why not? He's somewhere. He vanishes, so he might be a, I don't know, spirit or something. Or he dead? Probably not. Tall stone gate. You're gonna have to tell me what the hell that is. Fine. That might be on Natlan. Okay, never mind. Flower Feather Clan. Okay. A little bit closer than I thought. Light and floaty. That is not the best description. Gotta get the question mark in there. Apparently we'll know. Hopefully Nyan's correct. It's vague. I do wonder how many Kikusaurs she's seen. I'm pretty sure it's a she that she's seen in her life. Say hi. Okay. Too many people. So it doesn't like crowds. Honestly, I think it would be pretty cool if we could like transform into a Tapelosaurus and speak to them and not a Kikusaurus. Eon-san and Varessa. Let me go talk to them. Actually, no. I guess first I should do the enrolling. Nope, I cannot talk to those two then. Can I talk in this form?
Feeling hungry? I just picked these from the orchard.
Go on, have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work. Don't wear yourself out with worry, okay?
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
Good. But, yeah, sometimes you gotta transform back to talk and sometimes you don't. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. And I kinda killed the music there. I just gotta wait for it to come back, I guess, after it come over here. Oh, it's this stone gate. You know, we are closer to the Nightwind place. Yeah, this one right here. And apparently we have a gathering. So, why you two here?
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kanich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! You nearly scared the life out of me! Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome, thanks everyone!
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Okay, that cutscene is nice and all. Got some help. But that eyeball, always creepy. I do wonder if they're ever gonna explain that in more detail, even though I do know it's like a spirit looking around the place because of the graffiti and everything. But man, that eyeball. Okay, so I guess we just jump down. Ask the Kukusaurs nearby. That means I do gotta transform. Hopefully there is a Kukusaur down here, or else I won't be able to talk to them. Please? Okay, apparently I can understand just fine without being transformed. Talk about fruits? Oh, okay, good. It is Tapelosaurus Traveler. Good job, story. Who comes up and says like, hello fellow saurians, as like going up to humans say, hello fellow humans. Light and floaty. Maybe like a different color? That kid. Apparently the Kukusaur knows. Sneaking about. Okay. On a cliff. Likes to be alone. Following a human. Which one? Find the human first. Some fruit, why not? Well, if they don't have anything more useful to talk about though, probably time to go. Oh no, never mind. Traveler still wants one. Not fruit. He did that just for the pun. This guy. This guy though. Okay, I can't steal any fruit, which is fine. I didn't really need it anyways. And the music's gone again. I guess you gotta like wait. Okay. So I can pop it from down here. Yeah, wait
Anything
until
on your end, Kanich?
daytime.
Nope.
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukasaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move? Alright, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
But how will Aurora know that she's gonna like get the right one is the question. I mean, it probably doesn't hurt to ask, but how? Okay, I guess we'll find out. If he is indeed a trap stuff. Is it Lolly and Kachina again?
Let me think.
Kachina, see Lolly! What's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out.
And I am a-okay with that. I will say though, it does make the writers seem a little bit lazy for not filling in the gaps there and just leaving it to the unknown if they are gonna do it like that. Unless if they do it like really well, but yeah, they're still Act 3, so they still might answer, so we'll see. But if they do it well, then I am okay just leaving it to the unknown and not being resolved.
Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Whew. Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kanich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days. No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep. Dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just,
Wait, surely that's not...
Am I actually right? At the beginning, it's actually a ghost? Well, a spirit? I mean, that would explain why he knows about, well, or she, but he knows about the trials that happened so long ago. Personally experienced it.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
there are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
No, I thought we'd go right into another cutscene, but I guess I gotta walk a little bit. But thanks for bringing me most of the way, I guess. Outside the Flower Feather Clan, sure. Do I keep going or cutscene? Cutscene.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower Trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold Bloomflower Trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower Trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower Trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nampol. Can't believe I trusted him.
The Children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower Trial spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower Trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampal! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu!
I actually did not find anything wrong as to what Amara did until he actually took all the crystals and didn't leave any aside for Antu. Yeah, strengthen your tribe, sure, but that's after you keep your promise to your brother, my man.
Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
Now the question is, did he ever get married? And is Aoife one of his descendants? Kinda looks like the hair, at least.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Kukusaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted?
I mean, I don't mind being right, it's just that... How did they come to that conclusion? That this is the ancestor? Maybe it's because of, like, the chief's brother, but... Huh.
The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little Kukusaur gone?
Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries, unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
I feel like we're missing a scene connecting those two. Okay. Yep, gotta go ask how to return him back to normal. First talk.
I'll find some time to take these scrolls back to the Masters of the Nightwind. Just like Nampol said, the truth shouldn't stay buried.
Poor Antu.
Okay, but this time... Yeah, Natlan's pretty peaceful. I might not stay peaceful forever, but for now it's peaceful, so... Got nothing to worry about. Little guy. Oh, Kikusaur time. The Pelosaurus would have been cooler. Well, yeah, okay, Kikusaur time. Real form. I mean, makes sense. From a Saurian's perspective, I guess. Nope, totally gonna ignore that. Sorry, Antu. Just got some more important stuff to do right now. Can't listen to you. Okay, pain stopped. Body became a ghost. Couldn't find him because, whoa, what do you mean couldn't find him? He went before him, unless if he like became a spirit afterwards. A cave. So yeah, I guess he became a spirit after sorry, not onto. Wait, okay, strange patterns, just like him. Secret source. Down there. Hibernating. Okay. Evil monsters abyss. Okay, so slept for like a couple centuries. Running in circles. Napo's voice, apparently. Oh, Aoife? After the final, yeah, that's what I thought. After the final battle. But, oh no, Nampol is the spirit. Okay, not Aoife. Milray, I help him first. Closest of friends, like the brothers. Since the other tribes were definitely not friends at that point. It was partly caused for sure. But of course not the entire thing. What should we do? Traveler time. Human greed and scheming, yep. Tell him the truth. I think I would. Since it would let him pass on a little bit better, I think. But let's see what the traveler decides. Okay, gonna delay it a little bit. Times have changed. Maybe you can finally tell them what's going on. Trapped in the past, yep. Okay, I guess Antu is gonna go back there. Okay, meet up again. Let's go.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Okay, Act 2 done. So the finale and I guess the second half of the exhibition is in 2 days. Nice. I don't think not explaining is the right thing to do though. They could have still explained it and then still went on to prove that humans have good in them without still keeping the truth away, even though he'll probably still understand afterwards that they can be evil but they're not actually evil, and that they're medicine that can help Milray out. So I don't quite get the reason why they're going about it the roundabout way, since it makes no sense to me when there is an easier and better solution. But I can overlook it because the story is just that good here. I like the Kachina introspection. I like the way they went up. Well, okay, I didn't quite like the way how they kind of just tied up in the ancestor way for Aoife without explaining it like properly, but I can accept that because I do like yeah, the lore about the Flower Fairy clan, the sacred crystals, the conflicts in the past, and then overcoming it all up to this day where we can band together to save a young Saurian. That just feels good story for me. In addition to like Act 1, which I think was also like well written and portrayed. I really do like it. It's just I hate to say it again, but this is so much better than Forrest's Travel Chronicle. Oh my goodness. I'm probably gonna say it once more after Act 3, and then I swear I will never say it again. Okay, so with that is gonna be it for this one. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.